Trevor, just give us, first of all, your emotional response to what happened yesterday.
Look, obviously an unbelievable match, but I suppose a little bit of relief. 4 years in the planning, and I'm sure every other team was the same. But to be in the position, to have a smile on your face after 4 years was justification of all that hard work.
Did you really feel that, like it was almost like a vindication of the approach you've taken? Was that really important to you?
Oh, certainly. Look, we've copped a little bit of criticism over the 4 years when we haven't played as well. But right from the very start, we wanted the guys to go out and test their boundaries, test that ceiling of how good they could be, knowing full well that they would stuff up and we'd have some bad games. But you learn from making mistakes. So we took that on the chin, with an end goal in mind, and this is the result.
And what do you feel when you look around and see these scenes unfolding before you today? What does that mean?
Oh, look, it's fantastic for the game as a whole. I've seen similar scenes in Australia, over the years when they've had their World Cup wins. Look, I think it's just good, not just for England cricket, but for world cricket as well. It'll be good for the world game with a strong England.
And just with all the fine margins, there were so many moments in the game that could have gone another way. How are you feeling when those fine margins were there? I guess, especially some of those ones at the end.
Well, look, first of all, I have to say, look, over the last 3 or 4 years, we've been in similar type positions and we've gone the other way. Look, you can call it luck if you like in the final. I think everyone in the end, over a career, gets the same sort of luck. The very best of players take advantage of that luck, and we certainly did yesterday, with Ben Stokes.
The pressure with Ben Stokes, obviously, but then also Jofra Archer in the final over. I mean, he's only played a handful of ODIs. So how do you sum up? Did you think he had that performance in him when you wanted to bring him in? Oh,
certainly. Look, he's a confident young guy. He's one of those players, or young players especially. And we've got a couple in this group that are young, but they're very confident, and they wanted the ball in their hand. Well, he wanted the ball in his hand yesterday. You'd much rather a bowler want to bowl that last over than someone that was looking at the ground, kicking his feet, and didn't really want to bowl it. But right from the outset, he believed he was the one to bowl it. So it was no question that he was the one that was going to get that last over.
And then what about for you personally, your future? Does this basically top everything for you as well now as you look at going forward?
Look, any time you win a tournament or a competition, it's a good feeling that all the hard work and planning that you've put in place. I feel for the rest of the guys on the coaching staff and the administration, even they don't get a lot. It doesn't get spoken about a lot, but I can tell you the hard work that they've put in as well. It doesn't get seen, but from a coach's point of view, the real joy is watching the joy on these blokes' faces, and after they've won, and I just wish or hope that every coach in the game could experience that.